What is up guys, in today's video we're going to talk about how to install and use MOGRT or Motion Graphics Templates in Premiere Pro. How's it going everybody, Johnny here, and in this channel I do a lot of traveling food vlogs as well as tools and tutorials just like this one. So if that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. In the previous 3 videos that I uploaded, I talked about a few things about Premiere Pro. How to set up Premiere Pro, best sequence settings, and best export settings. So if you're a beginner just starting with Premiere Pro, I suggest you also watch those videos because it will help you a ton. Trust me. I will include those links in the description below just in case you need it. Alright, so now let's proceed to the tutorial. Now that we have our Premiere Pro open, go ahead and proceed to the Essential Graphics. I know most of you guys already know what Essential Graphics is and where to locate Essential Graphics, but for beginner in Premiere Pro who are just starting to learn, you can open it by just clicking Window and Essential Graphics. And if you're opening it for the first time, it might appear as a window just like this one. So all you have to do is drag this window and drop it to wherever you want. In this case, beside the Lumetri color. So in Essential Graphics, you can go to Browse and you will have all the Essential Graphics that you have. So how to install Essential Graphics? Go ahead and locate this icon in the lower right corner of your Essential Graphics panel and click it, then browse the Essential Graphic template or MOGRT file that you want. Say 233, then open it. I already have that, so I will just override it. And after doing that, you can scroll all the motion graphics template that you have, or you can just search if you have a specific title that you want to use. So here it is, the one we installed. So next, we're going to talk about how to use the motion graphic template. So all you have to do is drag the template and drop it wherever you want it to appear in your timeline. And also scrub the timeline until the end of the motion graphics. So in this case, it ends here. So click C to cut the useless frames and remove those useless frames. So as you can see, the template lasts longer than my footage, so we want that to end here. All you have to do is click R for the ripple tool and drag the end of this template to wherever you want. So this doesn't change the scale or anything on the template. You will just adjust the speed and the duration according to wherever you put it. So the next thing we're going to do is, as you can see, the template or the title is too big for my frame, so we're going to adjust the scale and also probably the position. So you have 2 ways to do this. Highlight the title or the template, go to edit under the Essential Graphics, and you can adjust the scale and position. This doesn't usually apply to all the templates, guys. It depends on the maker of the template if they added those variables or controllable variables in After Effects or they created the MOGRT file. So if you don't have those, you can always go to Effects Control and adjust the scale from here. Also, I do most of my adjustments in the Effects Control because it's easier to use. And alright, so adjust the X and Y so that it's in the center. Alright, so there are a few more things that you want to change on this title template. Say the texts, of course. So in this case, let's use how to install and use motion graphics template Premiere Pro. Yep. And a few more things. Maybe you don't want or you don't like the color of this template. You can change it accordingly. Again, this doesn't always apply to all the templates available in Premiere Pro. It depends on the maker. So let's change the color of this one to something that will match Premiere Pro's native color. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so you can play your sequence and see if you like how you edited it. So as you can see guys, there's a lot of drop frames and our playback is really choppy. So here comes our bonus tip for today. So if you're having drop frames, and you can identify this by just looking at this bar right here. We have the yellow bar here and a red bar here. So if it's red, there's a lot of drop frames. If it's yellow, there's few drop frames. If it's green, then you're all good to go. If it's green, then your playback will probably be real time. If it's red, it's definitely not real time. And there's, of course, once again, drop frames. So how to avoid this? Of course, you don't want to review your sequence and look at the choppy playback, right? So all you have to do is go at the few frames at the beginning of that red bar. Press I. Then few frames again at the end or behind the end of that red bar and press O. So I stands for in and O for out. And highlight that, go to sequence and render into out. So what this does is it generates or it renders a preview or video preview for that specific frames on your timeline so that it will not be choppy. So I will not take too much of your time, I will speed this up. So as you can see, it's now real time without any motion blur or any drop frames. Alright, so that's pretty much it for our bonus tip guys. Rendering the effects heavy parts of your project or your sequence. But again guys, like I said in my previous video, if you're exporting a footage which you have rendered some of the previews, please don't use previews because watch that tutorial. I will put the link in the description below so that you will have a more or a better understanding why you shouldn't use previews when rendering. Alright, so that's pretty much it for today's video guys. Once again, Johnny here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you like, tell me what you think. If you have any comments, suggestions, or recommendations, please do tell me. So I hope you learned something today. See you in the next one. Peace!